One of the most toxic things you can do is compare yourself to other people. If you're getting online and you're watching other people do things and you keep comparing your own story, your own projects, your own business, comparing it to how other people are doing business, how other people are creating, how other people are creating families, you'll never be happy. If you're able to live your life as if your eyes are closed and to feel good with what you're feeling in your body, to feel good with the words that are passing through your mind from your own soul at this time, if you can trust your own way to navigate the next steps in your life, if you can do that with your proverbial eyes closed, then you're doing all right. That's what matters. But we live in a consumer's culture where we can tune in to how other people are living their lives, and then we compare, and then we judge other people, we judge ourselves, and it further perpetuates this unhappiness. And then when we're unhappy, we get stuck and we stop growing, we stop creating, we stop seeking connection within ourselves, with other people. And then we become this soulless, cold society without feeling, without emotion, just mechanically maneuvering way through life in a very numb way, just to pass the time. But if you're watching, then you're a divine creator. And there's no one who can create like you. There's no one else like you. That is called walking the soul path. So first you have to understand you have a soul. Take time to understand what that soul is. And then you find the ways that you can boldly and courageously allow that soul to express itself. And it's true, your environment is going to fight that soul expression. The more that you express your soul, the more battles you may face from judgment. That is the spiritual warfare at this time. The beings that want control, that are trying to destroy the breath of life, the cyclical nature of life. They don't want your soul to be free. In fact, they want to consume your soul. And so you stay free by continuing to express, continuing to find time to explore your spirit. Spiritually navigating life, meaning you are not imprisoned by anything unless you give it the power to. And if you've given it your power, why did you do that? How is it benefiting your soul? What is it teaching you about your soul? So even if you are in any circumstance where you feel you've lost a sense of sovereignty, lost your own freedom, what is your soul teaching you at this time about spiritual freedom? So the soul and the spirit have to work together. And if you're living spiritually, that means you're not bound by time, you're not bound by society telling you what identity is, what success is. You're living authentically. You're getting opportunities that you've created for yourself to be happy. And when you're happy, you're stress-free. When you're stress-free, you're healthy. But if you're living in fear, you keep giving your power away. And therefore, your soul as well. The soul path is not the easiest path. That means you're willing to navigate into the deep, dark emotions of what it means to be human and to suffer. People who are spiritual also run away from the soul. And we see that through spiritual bypassing, wanting to honor light and peace all the time without taking accountability for all the ways in which darkness lives within us that we have to alchemize, we have to transmute, so we can't just let it stay outside of us. Sometimes it is us. And if you're a human being on earth, then it is you. Sometimes. In which we are not a victim to life, but we are actively participating in it for the inevitable soul lesson later, but sometimes we are asleep to our actions. And it takes the divine reflections and the connections and the empathy that comes from truly getting to know ourselves and other people, in which we can learn. And that's why we're all here. If you're living in the soul path, you're going to have to feel. And those feelings are so uncomfortable sometimes. But on the other end of it is the ancestral healing. That's why we're here. It's the conscious evolution and the ascension. That's why we're here. To bridge the gap between heaven and the earth. That means we're all here to purge the demons out. Sometimes through our own selves. Sometimes we let demons into our spirit. Sometimes we're battling the demons that don't even belong to us. They belong to our parents, our ancestors. Sometimes these demons belong to the region that we live in, the countries we live in. And we just happen to be born in that space. And so it becomes our war to participate in, even if we don't want to. Even if we didn't ask for it, but at a soul level, we did, or else we wouldn't be here. The divine God, the universe, allows us to make a choice to come here. And so if you're walking the soul path, it means you have to be a highly sensitive being, not emotionally unstable, not totally irrational to the choices you make in your life, but just conscious. Conscious meaning just being aware, being present with every moment and every breath, enough to honestly look at yourself in life and to truly connect. To sit with your own suffering and the suffering of other people, instead of running away from it all the time, instead of numbing it away all the time. So it's a very balanced life. And I thank you for sitting through those waves of emotions with me, and for being human with me, even as we recognize how spiritual we are. And so if you're watching this, then I thank you for also helping to create spaces for this type of connection and for raw authenticity. And for speaking the things that people don't want to speak out loud. It takes a lot of work to go through the darkness, navigate our own emotions, to navigate our karma, and then to present to the world a vessel that speaks and can be seen and be heard by so many other people. It takes a lot of work to do that. It takes a lot of courage and bravery. And so if you're walking this soul path, if you're studying your spirit, and you're freeing yourself in every way possible, people don't see the battle. They just see you in the light. And then when you want to talk about the darkness it took to get to the light, people run away from you. They're scared of you. They're intimidated by you. They demonize you. But it's not their soul, it's the demons they also carry. And that means you're doing your job. That means you are shining the light. That means you are illuminating And this is going to be the journey forever while we're here on earth, illuminating more darkness, finding peace in between. So it's a simple life. It's a simple life, but an infinite journey within the mind, within the spirit, that you don't have to walk alone, because that is when it gets scary. So thank you for connecting with me, finding resonance with me, and for building with me what it is the divine is asking you to build. What is it the divine is asking you to shed light on? What is it the divine is asking you to purge from yourself? The things that haunt you, the things that if you continue to carry it will destroy you and will destroy other people. So, thank you for doing the work. If you need support, please reach out. My website is consciouslifestylecoaching.com. You can book a one-on-one session with me. And if you need some help financially with that, I offer sliding scale coaching sessions as well. So just email me. And I have a upcoming gathering in the mountains of Western North Carolina. It is a farm-based gathering. There will be many people who are healers, who are on the conscious path, musicians, ceremonial leaders, indigenous leaders, elders, children. It's going to be a beautiful gathering of diverse souls who are just simply walking this sacred path and seeking sacred space to connect with ourselves and to meet new people. So if you want to come meet in person and explore the healing mountains and waters of Western North Carolina, I will have more details coming soon. So check out the website consciouslifestylecoaching.com, and I also have free resources there, some videos and articles you can read that I update pretty frequently. And I'll be on here live soon where you guys can have conversation with me and we'll talk, ask questions. But for now, I hope these messages you find helpful and grounding, meditative, and encouraging for you to keep going and to keep building and keep creating. So I send you peace and love, and I'll speak to you again soon.